Well, Brent, Sarah, tonight those on both sides of the aisle still echoing the same sentiments, condemning the actions at Saturday's rally in Pennsylvania. But with this also comes a clear attempt to shift this race for the White House, as those from Washington, D.C. to Milwaukee want to change the tone.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence, for any violence ever, period. No exceptions.
From the White House to Connecticut.
There's no room for this kind of violence in politics or, for that matter, in society.
A call to tone down political rhetoric and come together as Americans after the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, Saturday. The gunman, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, who was killed by Secret Service Saturday, also killed one attendee and wounded two others.
The retired fire chief who lost his life, rescuing his daughter, it shows the fallout of an event like this extends beyond even just the principles. He was there because he supported President Trump, and his daughter was there too, and they had every right to be able to do that peacefully.
Connecticut's delegation hearing from President Biden about his call with former President Trump Sunday night, saying it's a refreshing moment of bipartisanship now being mirrored in calls for an investigation into how a gunman was able to get so close to the former president.
Let's investigate. Let's find out what happened. Let's correct it so that this kind of thing does not happen again.
And the U.S. House is not the only body looking into Saturday's events. The FBI is still investigating, while President Biden is calling for an independent review of the Secret Service. And this will obviously be a very busy week in politics. Those on Capitol Hill watching to see how all this impacts what happens in Milwaukee at the Republican National Convention over the next few days. Larson and Courtney telling me this afternoon they hope Republicans will take the cue and set a tone of unity. Former President Trump's team has told reporters he's rewritten his speech for the convention to focus more on optimism and policies. We'll be, of course, following the RNC all week, as well as checking in with some of Connecticut's delegates and some of the leadership there. Brent, Sarah.